Vice-Chancellor, in the name and by the authority of the Senatus Academicus, I have the honour to present for the honorary degree of Doctor of Divinity, Professor Esther Mombo. Esther Mombo grew up in Western Kenya, was educated there and in Dublin before coming to Edinburgh for doctoral studies. She studied in the School of Divinity at what is now known as the Centre for the Study of World Christianity. In 1998, she completed her thesis on the history of Abaluya women in Kenya Quaker Christianity. And in 1999, she returned to St. Paul's United Theological College, Limuru in Kenya, as a lecturer in historical studies and in women's studies. There, she took on a number of senior roles as the college became St. Paul's University. From St. Paul's, she has contributed widely to civic society and to the church around the globe. At the centre of her commitments is a passion for gender equality and justice. In a period of rapid expansion of the university sector across Africa, Professor Mombo has ensured St. Paul's University is renowned throughout Eastern Africa. With her colleagues, she has championed curriculum reform in theological education so that it is responsive to the social context. I'll give just two examples. At the height of the HIV and AIDS epidemic, students were equipped with leadership and pastoral skills to lessen the stigma attached to the disease. And faced with interreligious tension in East Africa after 9/11, Esther promoted a master's in Islam and Christian-Muslim relations. That was back in 2004, 16 years earlier than Edinburgh's own master's in Islam and Christian-Muslim relations. Among many important roles, Esther is the East African coordinator of the Circle of Concerned African Women Theologians, a Pan-African network that for 40 years has conducted research into contemporary issues that adversely affect women. Esther and her sisters in the circle have made a significant impact across Africa in drawing attention to issues of social justice. Esther is a founder member of the Tamar campaign in Kenya, which acknowledges gender-based violence in society and empowers churches to address it. She is a role model for women and for men in theology, education, and church leadership. Esther also works ecumenically across intra- and inter-religious divides. She has co-chaired the World Council of Churches Commission on Education and Ecumenical Formation, and she is co-clerk of the Friends World Committee of Consultation. And I know that in these forums, she has not spared the feelings of many of our church leaders. Her challenges to patriarchy and privilege are always delivered in a straightforward and clear-sighted manner. Esther Mombo is recognised as one of the leading 20th century Anglican theologians in a book of that title. It is subtitled From Evelyn Underhill to Esther Mombo. She's already been awarded 2 degrees of Doctor of Divinity, and I'm delighted that her alma mater has seen fit to confer a 3rd. I hereby invite the Vice-Chancellor to confer the honorary degree of Doctor of Divinity upon Professor Esther Mombo.
By the authority vested in me, I admit you to the degree. Many congratulations. Well done, thank you very much. This is the scroll, and I think we're going to retire first. Please.
All protocols observed. Exactly 25 years ago today, I graduated with a PhD from this exact place. I was given powers to read and to do all that pertains to that degree. Today, I have been conferred with a honorary degree in recognition of the work I have done after the PhD. I take this opportunity to thank my ancestors on whose shoulders I have stood to be here today. I especially thank my late grandmother, Ines Mugesia Mkutu, my first theological educator who supported me to study theology when everybody thought I had lost my head. I thank my parents, Maria Volumu Mombo and Stanley Mombo Maikuri, family, friends, colleagues, scholars, students, religious leaders here present and those watching online. I wish to thank St. Paul's University, an institution that I have served over the years. Thank you all for believing in me and supporting me in this journey. After receiving a PhD in 1998, I entered a new space and life of serving in many capacities and growing people in different institutions. This meant moving between circles of concerned theologians and squares of unconcerned theologians. Today, I have received a honorary PhD, and I have done my part in the PhD. Indeed, this honorary degree will open more spaces of service to God and humanity. So thank you, the Center of World Christianity. Thank you, Edinburgh University. Asante sana. Embo mono. Imbuya mono.